Now, we all know that Sarah Palin is not exactly very smart when it comes to foreign policy. According to RightWingWatch, Palin showed that by stopping by the 700 Club, and she decided to give her advice on how to stop ISIS. How do you stop ISIS? Well, watch.
What would you do to defeat ISIS?
You have to quit being this namby-pamby kind of milquetoast. Let's discuss things with them. Let's reach out and try to understand them. No, they're the enemy. They're evil.
Do you think we should declare war?
America should be that leader saying it is time to declare war on that enemy and to first to recognize who the enemy is.
Whoa, wait a minute here. Okay. Well, they're the enemy. They're evil. Well, yeah, they're not exactly our friends. That's for sure. So she says, let's stop discussing the things with them and trying to reach out to understand them. You're not serious, are you? When have we tried to discuss things with ISIS? ISIS. No. We're not discussing things with ISIS. That's ridiculous. That is, look, the only way that we're reaching out to ISIS is through our bombs that we're dropping probably as we speak. That's the kind of reach out that I support for ISIS. I'm just saying, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. So there's that. Now, even worse. Let's declare war on a non-country that actually wants to be a country, therefore giving them the legitimacy that they so desperately want, which would help them with their recruiting efforts. So let's do that. Let's do them a favor. That's going to help them. That's what they want. That's real fucking smart. Let's give them exactly what they want. Besides, how is declaring war on ISIS going to help? It's not a country. It's a terrorist group. It's a terrorist group trying to masquerade itself as something that it's not. You want to declare war on that? Okay. Well, you want to give the enemy legitimacy? Well, I'll disagree. Second, once again, we haven't discussed anything, right? We haven't discussed anything with ISIS. We've been bombing the shit out of them since 2014. And that's just the truth of it. If you want to argue that there's something else, you want to do something else, okay, but I might not agree with you. Now, she goes on to talk about Hillary Clinton.
What scares many Americans right now is that Hillary Clinton is saying we are not at war with Islam.
So naive. It's a scary kind of naive that anyone would believe that the radical Islamic movement, jihad, that it can be understood and leading to some kind of embracing of it. No, we have to be honest about it. It has to be stopped.
Nobody's saying that it shouldn't be stopped. That's ridiculous. And to be honest, right, to be fair, Clinton actually agreed with you in saying, look, we are at war with jihadists. We're not at war with Islam. It'd be stupid to be at war with 1.6 billion people. It makes all the sense in the world to go after the people who go after innocent people, which would be, of course, ISIS. That's been killing, they've been killing Muslims, they've been killing Christians, they've been killing pretty much anybody. They attacked people in France. They're a terrible organization. There's no problem with taking them out, right? But to say that we're at war with the entirety of Islam, I'm not saying Islam's a great religion, right? But not everybody who follows it is ISIS. To say that is patently false and bullshit. Now, once again, I'm not in favor of that religion. I'm not in favor of fundamentalism of any stripe. I'm not in favor of any religion. However, if you're not hurting people with your religion, then we have no reason to hurt you. Make sense? Makes sense to me. Now, once again, I think fundamentalists are at war with sane and rational people, right? Fundamentalists like ISIS. Now, that includes moderate Muslims and moderate Christians and anyone that doesn't agree with them. Remember, ISIS has murdered more Muslims than any other group. So, she makes no sense. But of course, it's Sarah Palin, so you know she's not going to make any sense. Now, on the bombs, right? Now, she thinks that we should stop eating milquetoast, right? So we should probably bomb them, right? Well, as I mentioned before, we're already bombing them. In fact, we bombed them so much that back in December of 2015, CNN ran a report that said we've dropped so many bombs on ISIS that we actually were starting to run out. We were running out of bombs. That same report said that we've launched nearly 20,000 bombs and missiles just at ISIS. You want to talk about how we're being milquetoast, how we're reaching out for them? No, we're reaching out with missiles. Once again, I don't disagree with that tactic. I think it's fine to reach out and touch them with missiles. I'm in favor of that. But seriously, to say that we're not reaching out, to say that we are reaching out to them instead of bombing them, once again, is complete patent bullshit. She's lying. She has no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. Now, let's not forget, too, that in addition to those 20,000 bombs and missiles that we've lobbed at them, and that was back in December, it's been a few months since then, we might be up to 22,000 bombs, 25,000 bombs. Who knows how many we've launched since then, right? In addition to those, let's not forget that we also have drones in Yemen and Pakistan, and who knows where else, that are dropping bombs on other terrorist groups. So to say that we're not fighting terrorists, that we're reaching out, and that we're trying to be friendly with people who are evil and want to destroy us, it's complete bullshit. It's absolute bullshit, and it's absolute lies. Now, what Clinton had said, and this is where I agree with her, right? She said we've got to reach out to Muslim countries. We've got to have them be part of our coalition in regard to fighting jihadists. Okay, that sounds sensible. I mean, we can't just go and do what George W. Bush did and just go all yeehaw on a country or an enemy all by ourselves. That's stupid. We actually have to get the aid of the nations in the area, the Muslim nations, right? And to make it so that we don't have or leave a huge power vacuum that could spawn and shelter something maybe even worse than ISIS. And then what? Now, of course, many Republicans like Palin, they don't really worry about that. They're like, oh, it's fine. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Kill them. Carpet bomb them. Utterly destroy them. That's the rhetoric that you hear on the Republican side. But they don't seem at all concerned about what comes after. Or how to make sure that they don't accidentally create another ISIS. Or worse. Now, at this point, the situation's pretty fucked up there. Over in Syria, over in Iraq, there's no getting out easy, right? So we're a bit stuck. As for our involvement, I'm kind of a believer in using special forces. You know, you take out the leadership of ISIS, as well as airstrikes to weaken them on the ground, and then having our Muslim allies in the area, as well as the Kurds, do the groundwork. You know why? Because ISIS overall is a Muslim problem. Yes, we did help create that. And that's why we're trying to help. But it can't be our job alone. No, Muslims. It's a Muslim nation. It's a Muslim area. And I think Muslims need to sort it out. That means no more nation building, no more toppling dictators, no more creating huge power vacuums that let terrorist groups thrive. Oh, we've tried all that. It doesn't work. We should be done with that. We should be done with that. I think it's finally way past time for people to be listening to idiots like Sarah Palin. We need to ignore the neocons. We need to do things. We need to let the Muslims do their own fight and to help them in any way we can without doing the same mistakes that led to our current situation.